Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's update, we are going to check out ICP's chart, but before that, I want to talk about Dominic Williams' Twitter account because in the last couple of months, he has been talking about ICP and specifically Caffeine AI non-stop. If you check out his last 100 tweets, about 80 of them, I believe, are about Caffeine AI, which is insane. Also, on April 1st, he said, my main prediction of 2025 is that internet computer will become a revolutionary public platform for self-writing apps, and that democratizing the creation and also ownership of sovereign online functionality will become the most impactful step Web3 ever takes. Now, this is a huge claim, and I don't know whether they are able to back it up, but that's not really the main point of today's update. Let's see what is his last tweet about. Where is it? Yep, there we go. World Computer Day on 3rd of June. The Finity HQ Zurich might as well have been called Caffeine AI and Self-Writing Internet Day. TikTok cannot get no sleep. So this sparked a lot of conversations about Caffeine AI, and people are talking about this date, specifically June 3rd, being the launch date. Now, I do not have any problem with that. In fact, in the last couple of months, there was actually a lot of talk about potentially having Caffeine AI either in June or maybe July, definitely somewhere in that period of time. But this is the key. Let's say, okay, they are going to launch Caffeine AI. It will be, in my opinion, excellent. However, is it able to live up to the hype? I really have that. For example, I know a lot of you guys are from UK and US, and most of you, I believe, are basketball fans. Do you remember a couple of years ago, Memphis Grizzlies were on a beautiful trajectory to get championships with Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., and also Desmond Bain? Well, what happened? If you remember back in the day, they were talking a lot of stuff on Twitter without actually backing them up, and as it turns out, they weren't really that team. Right now, Ja Morant has a lot of problems with his health, and let's not even talk about his personal life. Also, in the last couple of months, Memphis fired their coach, and I think earlier in the year, they were in the second seed, but then the moment that they fired the coach, it was just losses after losses. The points that I'm trying to make is this. If you are going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk, and preferably you better walk the walk first and then talk the talk. Because when I read Dominic Williams' tweet, I feel like Caffeine AI is going to be a godsend. And again, my worry is that Caffeine AI is actually going to be a good product, but it may not live up to the hype. And again, despite being a very brilliant product, it may at the end of the day cause some negative reaction. This is at the moment my biggest worry about Caffeine AI, and I'm really hoping that in June 3rd we are going to finally launch it, because if we are not going to do that, at that point I'm willing to bet a lot of people are going to lose faith on ICP, Dominic Williams, and also Caffeine AI. So let's hope we are going to have the launch on June 3rd. Let's hope this is going to be a great product, and I do think it is going to be, but whether it's going to live up to the expectations or not, that is, in my opinion, up for debate. For now, all we can do is just hope for the best. Now, let's go on the live chart and see what is going on, and I think the last time that we talked about ICP, we were right around this area, and the idea was maybe this is a head and shoulder structure and the target for it can be somewhere around these areas, and we did get there, but then we got a rather strong move on the downside. Now, let's zoom in more and see what is happening. Which one of these lows is the lowest one? I think it's actually right in here. Now, question, how exactly are we able to find an impulsive structure? You might be able to find that, and here is how. You can say maybe this is one correction for wave 2, and then maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5, which on a higher degree might be into a wave 3, correction for 4, and yet another move up into wave 5. This is possible, and if you want to go according to this count, okay, this suggests the low in ICP is already in the short term. Do I like this scenario or not? Here's the thing. I think this scenario can definitely be in play, but I am not going to say this is going to be my primary case. Why? I have two important reasons for it. Number one, this move down seems to be quite a strong one. Let's measure it timing wise from this high to about here. How long is it taking for us to have this move? About 35 candlesticks. On the other hand, in about like 92 candlesticks, we managed to have this move on the upside, which is pretty equal in terms of size to this one. So from my point of view, this suggests in this phase down, bears might actually be quite powerful, and as a result of it, this may not be an impulsive structure on the upside, and this move down certainly, so far at least, doesn't seem to have the characteristic of a corrective movement. Second reason for why this count is not my primary case. Let's go on 15-minute chart and see what is happening. Okay, I think we can all kind of agree that this is a 1 correction for 2, another move down into wave 3 correction for 4, and a 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into wave 5. So this is yet another important bearish sign in ICP, indicating this might be just the beginning of a move on the downside. But it's not all bad news, and there is, I guess, still some hope. Question: what happens after a 5 wave down? Even if we are bearish and we want to be pessimistic, one way or the other, we are going to have some sort of a pullback. So for the next 12 to 24 hours, I think makes sense to expect some sort of a move up. But pay attention, this move up is kind of predictable, and honestly, the move itself is not really that important. What really matters is the shape of the move. If compared to this move down, this move on the upside turns out to be a very slow and choppy move, okay, that is probably going to be our ultimate bearish confirmation, indicating we are going to have another strong move down, and maybe in it we are going to take the lowest low down here about $5. On the other hand, if we get a very strong move up, a 1 2 3 4 5, that can be a bit of a different story, and at that point we can say maybe this bullish count is in play, and the next move is going to be a massive one up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and just in this phase we can, in that scenario, take the highest high for the first target about like $6.1, but I think we can go quite a bit higher than that. So again, we are going to have a move up nonetheless, but that's not really the key. The key is the shape of that move. Okay, the devil is always in the details. Now, let's say, okay, the bearish count is going to play out, and we are going to have, after a consolidation, a correction structure, yet another move down in order to take this low. Is it going to be such a bad sign? In my opinion, no. Do you remember when we were around these areas, I said I opened a long position in ICP? Question: where was my stop loss? If you remember, I said it's actually all the way down here under the lowest low, about $4.4. But why? Because even if we get another move down, as long as we are not taking this low, we are allowed to consider this whole move down as a correction structure and not an impulse. And one of my viewers, I think it was like in 2 videos back about ICP, said in the comments that, okay, I was saying when we were around here, I'm waiting for a move down in order to fill this important gap all the way down here, about $4.7 to about $4.8. And I am now going to say, assuming that we get something like this, the next target is actually going to be filling this gap, and we may finally do it. But again, I want to be very clear, even if we do something like this, it's not going to be a bad sign at all. I'm hoping from these areas, especially from the lower band of this important region, about $4.7, we get a very strong bounce back and start the next phase of our uptrend. So in internet computer, I think we need to pay full attention to what is happening specifically in the short term, and let's just hope the move up that we are going to get is going to be a very strong one in form of an impulse, because that can be a really bullish sign for us. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in internet computers chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.